So let me tell you the story of one of them, which is right here in Delhi, near Kashmiri Gate. There was a statue of somebody called John Nicholson. Now, John Nicholson in 1858 was one of the British officials or generals who retook Delhi after the Great Rebellion. And when he did so, he did a really brutal job of it. I mean, he was brutal even by the standards of the time. He carried out several massacres. And a very grateful British government put up a statue of him right in front of Kashmiri Gate and put it in the list of national monuments. Fair enough. Then, of course, in 1947, we became independent. We didn't remove him from the list. But in 1960s, his birthplace, somewhere in Northern Ireland, asked for a statue. So the statue was wrapped up and sent off to Northern Ireland. But interestingly, the spot where his statue stood was not delisted from our national monuments. It continued to be the national monuments. Not only that, just across the road there is still a Nicholson cemetery. His grave is also a national monument and continued to be a national monument. And it's not just that it is in the list. You see, imagine Kashmiri Gate. It's a really densely packed place, and that 100 plus 200 meter radius in which all the ASI regulations are implemented continue to be implemented on this non-statue. So, as I said, a couple of years ago, I began to write a report about this. The good news is that finally the list of national monuments is being re-looked at. Some of these missing monuments are getting delisted, and just 6 weeks ago, the John Nicholson statue has finally been delisted from our list of national monuments. I'm telling you this story because the government of any country is full of this stuff, okay? Not just Indian government. It is true of every government in the world. In fact, of any large institution in the country, after a little while, they accumulate all of these things. So not surprisingly, Elon Musk has promised to create a government efficiency commission in the US. But here in India, as I said, we have been doing this kind of reforms step by step for quite some time. Like any government, we have large numbers of defunct organizations. They were created at some point in time. Perhaps at the time they were created, they had some utility. But unfortunately, it is quite rare that you shut down these kinds of institutions along the way.